32-yard line.
Drop something else, baby. Yeah, D! Yeah, D! Whoa!
Back to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Check three! Over!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first pass is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Watch you now, Barney! Watch you now, Barney!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to T.J. Jones that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught. Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Gun! 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 Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
He'll drop to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 24.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Now a handoff to Miller. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
You got 4. You got 4 down. 4 down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Detroit! Detroit!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. The left side completion to Jones. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson taking it in. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning into points on their side. So now you got a team working together, and you got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker, maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And he'll snag about 5 yards down in the 32. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Clemens. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. But I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. This is Clement. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
A run, it's Clement. He's to the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And Detroit getting set to go now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Tackle made there by Frank Clark. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! 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 Over!
They'll set up to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Philly. 46 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. This down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run with Clement, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. The linebacker, Christian Jones, there to make the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this.
Over! Gone!
Now back to throw. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. That's a gain of 7, and will leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Watch him now, Barney!
They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Josh Adams taking it in. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Detroit getting set to go now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Over!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. First down now, but that clock rolling.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Not a surprise they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Gone! 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 Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll look to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Jennings was the one he was looking for. "13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3, 2nd down. So we've reached... who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Over!
They'll drop to throw. This complete to Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action here on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Jones. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Detroit!
This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Over! Watch it now, Barney!
Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll run again with Clement. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And on the ground they go with the running back. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run with a big man. This is Adams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They're going to look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll set up a throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Take it in at the 11. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. The guys win, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the game. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney! Over!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Barney, Barney!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Lions on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Over!
Looking to throw. It's caught. Jones. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Setting up the screen from Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll look to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Plater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Watch him now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing the out route and complete. It's James. That throw good for 4. It's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that's complete to Luke Wilson. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Watch you now, Barney.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to fire one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They give him a gain of 38. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first down carry now for Miller. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Watch you now, Barney. Watch you now, Barney.
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's James. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And out now come the Eagles. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
All
the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Give him 3 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well and end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Back to that Philly. Here we go. Gone.
He'll drop to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory, moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gunn, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.